Hey guys, welcome back here to my channel and today to another showcase video. This time I'm showcasing the month of February 2022 and we had this hydraulic launch coaster that was designed by Dan Ambley over on Discord. It's a fun little figure of 8 style layout. I honestly didn't have time and also I didn't have any ideas. And those two things together just mean I didn't actually build one myself this month, unfortunately. But you guys, again, have smashed it out of the park and made some absolutely fantastic designs. We had 11 entries and I have done a top 3, and I went over on Discord as well and posted the screenshots from all of the parks, and I let you guys kind of do like a community vote as well to let me know which park you think is also the best one this month. Can't wait to get into the entries. While you're here, don't forget to give me a thumbs up for this video and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel already, and also a big shout out to Mr. Unit for helping me film these videos, and also to Dan, of course, for designing the map, and all you guys that participate and are a part of the Parkitect community. I really couldn't do it without you. If you want to participate in the March challenge, be sure to stick around to the end of this video, and there'll be some details and a link to another video where you can go and actually check out all the details for the March challenge, which is actually going to be a go-kart track. Really excited to see what you guys do with that one as well. And just a friendly reminder that this challenge is just for fun. It's nothing too serious, so please don't take anything to heart. Don't be disappointed or angry. It's just fun. It's about making friends, about sharing your ideas, getting support from the community, and just being a part of the Parkitect world. And yeah, the main thing is about having fun and just learning new skills. So without further ado, let's get into the entries for February 2022. First up, we have the legend himself, Pacific Rim. He went and did a Formula 1 style map. You've made great improvements with your building. I really like what you've done here, and I can see the steps that you've made to improve your builds from previous months, so congratulations. I would like to see maybe some supports there on the coaster, especially on the top hat, which doesn't really have any at all. It's kind of floating. But I like some of the Formula 1 cars that you have dotted around there, which add to that Formula 1 theme. And I also like that you did the water around it and made this an island. One little tip here is with the trees, try and rotate them as you place them down so they don't all go in the same direction, and try and make them a little bit more organic by not placing them so gridded next to each other. But apart from that, I think you've made great improvements with the game. You've definitely added some new skills into this one. A little bit more lighting would have been nice as well, but we have a little bit here and there on some of the paths. But a great build from you, and here is just a picture as well that you have sent me over on Steam, which is some emojis that you've made. So thank you for sending that in to me. Next up here, we have a Pattaya Pirate Cove. I hope I'm saying that correct. This is like a pirate theme. I've seen quite a lot of pirate themes in the last few years of doing this challenge. This one is quite good. I do find the mountain here in the middle, I feel like you took the quick route by using big rocks, and sometimes using smaller rocks and making it more detailed would have been nicer. And also when you place the rocks, maybe rotating them around would be nice so they don't have the same texture all going in the same direction. That's just one little criticism. Got some nice little buildings here as well. We've got some nice stairways going up the rock as well, which is quite nice. And we've got some nice bits of foliage poking out from in between. I just think the attention to detail in some places could have been a little bit better. For instance, like the rocks, like I've already mentioned. I do find the log flume to be a little bit random there at the bottom, but I like the whole composition of the thing, having the huge rock structure in the middle and the coaster kind of going in and over it, which I think is really nice. Thank you for sending that one in to me as well. Next up here, we have Mount Helios. This is themed to a volcano being magically sealed by a Greek force from Greek legend. I really like it. You said you focused more on the architecture on the buildings, which I can definitely see. There are some nice little buildings around here. I find the whole thing to be a bit chaotic. Quite a little bit going on all over the place, and I'm not really quite sure to look at, especially with all the towers and things. But I think you did some nice little details in there, especially with the kind of pillar work and everything, which is very nice. I like that you added a second coaster, but I don't think this coaster really highlights the coaster that's already there or adds to it in any way. I find the layout to be a little bit random. I think if it wasn't there, what I'm looking at would have been a little bit more clearer, like those lovely buildings that you have down around the station area. But there are some really nice parts of this map, which I think you've done a really, really great job with. Like I said, some of those buildings, some of the little pontoons and platforms on the water, etc. But this map was a really nice idea. If you used it to focus on improving your building skills and architecture, then I think you did a great job. Here's a little look at nighttime as well, and thanks for sending that one in to me. Next up here, we have Firecracker. This is a really great map. I love the whole look and composition of this one. I think you did a really great job. I love the color scheme and the going lighter as it goes up the top hat element. I think that's really cool as well. Got some really nice kind of Asian buildings in there, which I think you've done very well as well. And I really love the log flume that you added into this map. I think it really adds to the map. I can really see it's got some nice interaction with the coaster, and I love the drop here that you have going underneath the kind of launch and station area of the coaster itself. Very kind of reminiscent of Chiapas from Phantasialand. I really like that kind of interaction there. I think it's really nice. The train going into this tunnel as well, around this little plaza area with these lovely buildings, I think is also really great. I think you've done a great job in this one. I love all the little details. The custom support work on the coaster as well has been really well done. And even the little backstage kind of areas as well that you've got there, like the maximum height and all the little entrances and things are really, really nice. A fantastic map, fantastic build. I really enjoyed looking around this one, and I think you did a great job. Next up here is Hong Kong Peak Tram Extreme. This map has a bit of a description, so I'll try and read it out to you. So COVID-19 looms large over Hong Kong's economy and office market as companies implement work from home to counter revenue loss from high numbers of employees leaving the city. Hong Kong developers turn to Parkitect to drive tourism. The historic Victoria Peak tram has been replaced by a high-speed roller coaster that travels at speeds over 100 kilometers an hour. Many of the city's iconic skyscrapers have been gutted for drop towers and other thrill rides. Passengers of the Kunlun Ferry can now partake in Splash Battle Jurassic Escape Experience. I hope I said that right. But yeah, that's the map. I think it did some great buildings here, some great architecture. I would like to have seen some custom supports on the coaster to kind of go along with this Hong Kong like sci-fi style futuristic feel it's got going on. I think that would have really kind of added to the coaster itself. But I really like what you did. Next up here, we have Grand Ribbon Mall by Telly. He said he wanted to try something out a bit different this time, and I really think you did that, and I really like what you did. I love the whole look of this one, having the park as an indoor kind of amusement park. I think it works really well. I love some of the little details here. I think you added in like a fake station for the coaster, which is kind of cool to like kind of move where the actual real one is, even though it's still there, but you've just hidden it. So that's really clever. And yeah, inside here we've got some nice little cafes and restaurants and seating areas which make nice interactions for guests that are visiting the indoor park. We have a little cinema there as well. And the actual building itself I think is very nice, that you built to actually enclose the coaster and the park itself. Outside as well we've got some like city buildings that have like a little tram service and that kind of thing. A hotel, a parking area where guests can park. And so it's got some really nice little details, and I think you did a really good job on this one as well. So thanks for sending it in. Next up here we have Ember Island. Now this is a theme and a design that I have seen done quite often, so it's nothing new for me, but I really like how you did it. I think you did a great job. Got a nice little volcano there with some great trigger effects. We've got some custom supports on here as well. I'm really happy that you tried them out. They are a little bit basic, but I'm glad that they match the theme that you went for. But this map has some fantastic details like the pebbled stones on the floor, which have been custom made. I think look fantastic, individually placed as well. The foliage has been done very nicely as well. I love all the different shades of greens that really complement each other, all the little walkways as well that go through. And I also really love the entrance for this coaster as well. It says Expedition, and you kind of walk under these bridges and through these canopies and things, and I think it looks really nice and very atmospheric. So like I said, I like all the details in this one. The little buildings as well are very nice, and the volcano of course lights up with fireworks and lava dripping down as well. Something I have seen before, but you've done it very well, and I can appreciate all the work that's gone into this one. Next up here we have Accelerator Reimagined by Astrotron. This is a little bit more on the basic side for Astrotron, but I actually really like it. I love the approach that you did with using realism and actually using a real life coaster as a reference, so I really appreciate that. I love the color scheme, which obviously is the new color scheme that Accelerator at Not So Berry Farm has adopted this year. But yeah, this has got some nice little details. I like the little diners, Coasters restaurant there, the 50s diner. I think that's really nice. The station's cool, and I like the little garage area, gift shop thing, which I think is called Astros. So that's really cool as well. So there's a service station just there on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's really nice. It's not like a crazy amount going on, but we've got some nice realistic details, like having the fences around the low areas to stop guests from kind of getting into those areas where the track goes low. Got a lovely backstage area as well, which always adds to the realism. So I think you did a great job, and also the custom supports were fantastic. So in at third place, we have Mute City. This map is actually loosely based off some older games, but Mute City is the main city in the Captain Falcon universe, and it has a floating racetrack that intertwines with skyscrapers. There's some fantastic details in this map, and there's just so much to look at. It's a little bit overcrowded, but I think that's a good thing for this theme because you're given this sci-fi kind of aesthetic with it. And the buildings have some fantastic detail. I like the color blocking as well. You've got the red, purple, orange, blue, and the yellow. I think that works really well as well. Means the eye has somewhere to look at and it's not all too sporadic. Some lovely little details and signs throughout the whole thing, and I really love the what do you call it, pixel picture. There we go. And there's a pixel picture in the middle of this that's been made using the cubes, I guess, as you can just see it there on the roof there, on the left. And I think that looks really cool, really well made, really well done. I can really appreciate these kind of things that get done, and I just really think you really achieved that sci-fi kind of feel. It looks really awesome. It is a little bit blocky, but I guess, you know, this is a gridded game and not everyone who wants to use Freedom 2K. And also if you were inspired by older games that kind of use like gridded styles, I can understand why you went for this look, but I think it's great. I love the lighting as well. Got some great sci-fi lighting here, some bright colors. We've got some fog all around the city as well, light up screens and everything. I think it's great. So you did a fantastic job building this one. You can be really proud of what you did. So now on to second place, and this map is the Shinkansen, which is basically the bullet train in Japan, and this was made by Solric. And I really love this map. I think it's just really charming and really lovely to look at. I love all the little details within this one as well. I especially love the custom supports in this one. Now, I don't know whether you were inspired by Thunderdome thing in Tokyo Dome or not, but they have very similar supports, and I can really like appreciate how you did them. They look like those ones in real life, which I guess were made to counteract maybe earthquakes and things. I'm not really sure. The station of this coaster is really cool. As you can see, there is a custom-made bullet train. We've got some nice areas where the coaster actually circles these really lovely areas with foliage and plants and everything, which is really nice. Got a drop tower there in the middle as well. And I really like some of the little kind of urban style kind of structures we have, like with the rings in where the coaster actually goes through, which I think are really modern and look really cool. I like the platform. I like the changes in height and terrain with the platform here with the carousel and where the actual support structure is. And then obviously there is some more down below it. And we have a really cool Japanese robot there in the middle of the map as well. The buildings also around the station area are very pretty. I think that you've done a really great job on this one, and it's just a really pleasure to look around. So well done. It's really fantastic. So the winner, of course, in first place is Dante's Casino. This is a collaboration with Mr. Unit, Robo Flamingo, and Lively Engineer. If you want to go and look more into detail with these maps, Lively Engineer actually has a YouTube channel and actually looks into way more into depth than every map. So I'll put a link to his channel down below in the description. But this map is fantastic. You've done a fantastic job, you guys, working together. The lighting is insane. Obviously, this is the best lighting that we've had this month. I think the composition of the whole thing as well is really nice. It really fits with the flow of the coaster. The way the coaster curves and everything really goes with the way you've built everything, with like the roulette table and the way the buildings are curved as well. And also, obviously, you can see inside the buildings as well on the back, which is a really nice detail. So they are actually got things inside, like there's robot strippers and like casino games and slot machines, that kind of thing. It's just really cool. The front is awesome as well with the giant devil, and we've got the playing cards, so the coaster actually comes through there as well, and the casino lights in the hotel. It's really amazing. Obviously, it looks like Vegas, which is what you're going for, but in hell, which is why we have the lava floor. I'm just going to show you around all the kind of light effects and details and kind of show you as much as I can. Mr. Unit filmed the videos for me for this map, for this challenge even, because my computer just can't handle this amount of detail and lighting and effects in one map. But here's a really cool roulette table here with like a one of those things that you hit and then the light goes up and hits the winner thing, which is really cool as well. We've got all those slot machines on the back there on the balcony as well, which is awesome. And these type of details I really love. Here is like a bridge here, and we have some dance poles. We've got some robots dancing on those poles there as well. Don't get me demonetized, please. I love the chandeliers as well in the building. They're really cool. And the coaster kind of zipping in and out of all these areas where the guests can kind of walk around is really cool as well. Also to mention, the guests actually enter this park. I believe they changed the code of the game somehow. Don't ask me how. and the guests actually fall in from the sky as if they were falling into hell, which is just a crazy detail that is so unnecessary but so awesome. And I don't know how you managed to do that, but congrats. You guys did an amazing job, so well done. If you want to play along in next month's challenge for March 2022, I have a little simple go-kart track here. I'll put a link now on the screen over to a video on my channel which will give you all the details, how to participate and how to submit your map. If you want to do that, I'll put a link down below and on the screen. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button as well, and a massive shout out to my Patreons. Thank you for the constant support, and I'll see you all next time here on my channel for another video. Bye.